What's up, BFFs? It's your favorite content creator, Kara J, and I am back with my first video, my first sit down video of 2025. I know I continue to ask you guys, tell me what you guys want to see, tell me if you want more wedding content, and I feel like you guys did just that. You guys told me you wanted the wedding content, so here it is, the wedding content. I thought if I was going to open up the window to wedding content, I should start with the beginning, and that is the engagement. Like, as soon as you are done being engaged, what are the next steps to do? And I feel like there's not a lot of videos that tell you what you should be doing next. I feel like I looked up like I'm engaged now what, which is the title of my video. I looked that up all the time and I would get like some answers, but not on YouTube. They were really all on TikTok. So I decided that it's best if I just go ahead and give you this video update, up to date, updated on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube searching for it, I can pop up and I can help you out. I do believe that the only reason why I feel like I'm knowledgeable in telling you on what you should be doing next is because around the time I got engaged, my cousin was getting married about 4 or 5 months after. So she was able to really tell me what I should be doing versus her experience of what she did not do or what she did do. One thing that I realized that as soon as I posted my ring and I started hashtagging 2025 bride, that there was a lot of women in my area that were also getting married. You never think that because if you're not in this bubble of like fiance, you really don't know who all is a fiance. But as soon as you like start hashtagging a couple things, you really realize that there are a lot of women getting married and a lot of women probably have your wedding date. I'm in starting wedding groups on Facebook, and there are a lot of women who share similar wedding dates as and I was completely astonished. Not saying that I thought that I had just picked a unique wedding date, but just to know that there are other women around the same journey as me, having their wedding date the same day as me, similar colors, similar everything is like crazy. Especially when I find out they're in Memphis, because I'm just like, what? Like, yes, I'm having my wedding in Memphis if you don't know. So when I figure out that they're also getting married in Memphis on my wedding day, I'm just always like super like fanned out, like, oh my god, girl, great minds think alike. So I decided to go ahead and give you guys some steps that you should be doing as soon as he puts that ring on your finger. Yes, the next day, babe. Take your picture, enjoy your picture, say thank you, and you guys need to start getting to the nitty gritty. Because if you do not, the wedding day that you guys may have in your head or wedding year may just be taken, especially if it comes down to you finding like the perfect venue, the perfect photographer, the perfect cake person. Like, if you guys are not on it, these people will be booked. Because if they're good, you're not going to be the only one looking for them, okay? So the first thing, I went ahead and typed everything on my notes to provide you. The first thing that you should be doing as soon as you are engaged is having a conversation with your fiance regarding budget. The reason why this is so important because this actually will help you plan out or time out what year you should be getting married. While you guys may have a special date that's important to you, budget will tell you if you're able to get married that year, the following year, or the following year after that. So it's very important for you guys to make a fake pretend budget and not be like too pretend. Go ahead and start researching what's in your area as far as venue costs, cake costs, photographer costs, so you can come up with realistic numbers that you could possibly end up paying. I know it's hard to like do that, and if you guys' budget, for example, just throwing some out, let's say your budget is $10,000, very small budget that I'm starting with. It gets higher than this. I do not want to create unrealistic expectations, but I just want to start off with a number. If your budget is $10,000, you guys cannot get gun ho on that budget, even if that is amount is all you guys have. What that could mean is that if your budget is 10,000, maybe you guys need to add an additional year on top of your engagement or an additional year so you can get your budget up a little bit higher, especially if the things that you really like or really need to have as a necessity does not fit in that $10,000 budget. How I see it is if you're going to spend the money on it, spend the money and love it. It's no need for you to save for an event and then you guys kind of like penny pinched it or did things that you typically didn't like or wanted to do when you guys could just wait, save, and do it. So that's going to be my first thing to you guys is to go ahead and go over a realistic budget. Unrealistic numbers give you unrealistic expectations, and to be honest, it's just no need for you to do that. If that's the case, you guys should probably take another route, which will be eloping. And no, I'm not telling you that you should be eloping, but if the numbers are unrealistic, then it's going to be really hard to make that happen. And if you do get to make it happen and it's not things that you like or wanted, I feel like you're just going to regret it in the future and say, hey, I wish we would have went with this venue instead of this one, or I wish we would have went with this caterer instead of this one. So instead of creating a number just because it sounds good or sounds cheap, actually research how much a wedding costs. And then, if you guys feel like, hey, in the next year and a half, you can only accumulate $10,000, but you know to have the wedding of your dreams, it will be $20,000. Add an additional year on that, and then you should be at $20,000. This is how you can make sure that the wedding that you are planning is the wedding of your dreams. If you're going to spend the money, it should be something that you love. You should not be doing something because people are telling you that the next step is to have a wedding. There are other steps to create your union that does not require you spending money on others. Let's be clear, because a wedding, you're really just showing off to others. There are other things that you could be doing besides saving money or spending money on others. So if it does not make you happy, scratch it and do something that makes you happy. So I'm going to go ahead and start off strong by saying budgets are required before you pick a date, before you pick a venue, before you start imagining colors, women, ladies, because we are the ones, we're the brains behind all of this madness. So we definitely have to be realistic with ourselves, because I'm going to be honest with you. If you are a lady watching this, your fiance is going to hold you very strict to you guys' budget. We, on the other end, are going to waive off the budget because once we see something we like, we want it. So let's just start off very realistic so we don't have to get told this doesn't fit the budget. Everything that we want fits the budget. So, yes, I'm sorry for saying budget 1,000 times, but budget, 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 budget. Realistic budget. Two is pick a date. So after creating your budget, it's now time to wedding plan, because you should know what year you're able to get married with the budget that you set, or the amount of money you can accumulate in a year, as well as, you guys, if you don't have a special day, I think people tell you like you should have a special day. I mean, not realistically. For example, if you guys originally got together on Christmas, I mean, realistically, are you going to have your wedding day on Christmas because that's the day you guys officially got together before engagement? Probably not. Probably not, because it's Christmas, You could do a Christmas wedding, but it's still Christmas. So maybe that doesn't resonate with you. If that's the case, find a date that you guys, make sure it has a ring to it. I really can't tell you how to pick a date. So if you guys are coming with the intentions of someone helping you out as far as picking a date, I can't tell you how to pick a date. I can tell you what me and my fiance did to pick a date. However, we actually got together initially before engagement on my grandmother's birthday. My grandma passed that year, so it was a no-brainer that we did our wedding on her birthday, which is also our like day that we met date. The problem also with that is that the date was not exactly on the money. Her birthday and that date fell on a Sunday, so we did the day before. Nonetheless, that's how we came up with our date. You also could do something that has a ring to it. So if you are a 2025 bride, maybe you're doing 5/25/25 that has a nice ring to it, or 5/5/25, something along that nature. Yes, you can always do something that has a nice ring to it. So making your month and your date match with a different year is always really cute. Or again, using the date you guys made it official, using a loved one's birthday, using just anything that resonates with you. Pick a date, because once you have that budget, if that date is that year or the following year, it's time to get started. So you have to pick your date so you can know what you're looking for. A lot of venues are not going to accept you coming to visit them without knowing your date. They do not want to waste time. They want to know how prepared and how serious you are. So they will ask your date. They don't want to hear an estimate. A lot of them will accept it, but they really want to know what they're looking for. So you can't come in there saying somewhere in August, because that doesn't lead them anywhere. They kind of need to know what they're expecting. Rates do change. Wedding venue rates do change based off what day of your wedding. So a weekday wedding basically is pretty cheap. A Saturday wedding is a little bit more expensive, and a Sunday wedding is a little bit more expensive. Of course, that's because they're practically normal wedding dates. They're weekend dates. So yeah, they're always a little bit expensive, but I do know people who've had their weddings on a Friday or a Monday, and they said they have been very affordable, almost half off what the venue cost is. So if you guys are in a strict budget that is requiring you to kind of be a little bit lower than what you guys expected, and you really do want to get married that year or the following year, the best thing to do is probably look at one of those dates so they can realistically save you a lot of money. So yeah, the next step is to pick a date. Don't care how you pick it, ladies, before you do anything else after budget. The third thing, I'm sorry, is venue searching. This is the funnest thing to do. The funnest? Funnest is a word. This is so fun. The reason why it's so fun is that, like, you're doing something different. You and your spouse have never had the opportunity to go venue shopping. You will never get that chance again. The first venue is always the best. It's your first experience. Even if it sucks, you guys just love judging it. And then again, it's going to lead you to picking the perfect venue for your day. So yes, venue shopping is the third thing that you should do. The reason why this is super important is because venues are booked up to 2 years. It is March 9th. Is it? Let me check. March 10th, 2025. I'm telling you right now that somebody probably has their venue booked for March 10th, 2027. That's how serious it is to brides. So, with that being said, that is the next step that you should do. And it's not easy. You're not going to go and find your venue the first time. I think that we went venue shopping in April. We went venue shopping in June, and then we turned around and finally picked our venue in July. It definitely took us a couple months to pick what venue that we love. So I suggest getting started on it early because it gives you enough time to pick one that you like before your date is booked. You are going to go to some, and they may say, hey, that date is unavailable. If you guys really love it, maybe you should visit it and change your date to fit that. But if you don't really love it, it's no need for you to change your date. Your date, you picked it because it was special to you. Do not allow the venue to choose and pick your date for you. If they don't have it, move on to the next. Somebody will have it, but you do need to get started just to make sure that you don't have to move on from a venue that you really love based off your date being booked. Okay, so definitely a venue is the next thing to do. The way that you can find venues is The Knot. If you're not aware, thenot.com. I will probably put the website here, or probably put a video of me going to the website and how to use it. They have a search where you're able to search venues near you. You're able to tell them your budget. They will tell you the budget of how much that venue costs and all of that. I always start by emailing the venues and saying, hi, my name is Kiera. I am interested in hosting my wedding here. Possibly, I would like to set up a tour. My wedding date is this. Can you please send me over a price sheet? They will tell you if that date is available and send you a price sheet. This is how you make your determination on if you do want to go ahead and book the tour. Because if the price sheet is incorrect and does not fit your budget, there's no need for you to waste these people's time. If they don't have your date, there's no need for you to waste these people's time. So that is the first thing that you need to do, is email them or pick up the phone and call them. I like to email to keep records. Email them, kind of get what's going on. I also want to tell you that venues do change yearly. They do. It's just the way of the game. They provide upgrades. Taxes go up, so they do change yearly. And so you definitely want to get something quickly because you don't know if what you're choosing could change next year in your pricing. This is also something that you should ask your venue. If any price goes up, am I responsible for paying that difference if my wedding is the year those prices go up? Some will tell you no if you book down that date before the price went up. Others will tell you, yeah, you're subject to rates changing. So definitely get started on that quickly, because the quicker that you can get something completed, you got to get a good deal. You want to get on it before things change. If you wait last minute, people can charge you more. It's the name of the game. Take it like your hair appointments. For a fact, your hair appointments are what the site says if you book weeks in advance or a couple days in advance. You know that if you do a squeeze in, the price is not the same. So definitely take venues the same way. This is the way that you're going to get the best rate, the most accurate rate, and this is the way that you're going to love your venue and not have to stick and choose something that you didn't like based off availability being taken. The next thing that you need to do is engagement pictures. Here's the fun. The next thing you want to do is take engagement pictures and let everybody know that you're engaged. Post on social media, give pictures to your family, let them know. This is really what you get to do after your venue is chosen anyway, because now you have solidified a date. For your engagement pictures, you might go ahead and use this opportunity to send out save the dates. And if you have those, then boom, you have a date on there because you have now a venue. Also, you're able to go ahead and tell them, if you post it, you're able to tell them what year you're getting married in, or maybe even the date or the month. So definitely go ahead and start engaging pictures. This is the most fun that you're going to have in wedding planning, is these earlier stages where you are picking dates, picking venues, and doing engagement pictures. After that, it gets really hard. So enjoy the fun stuff quickly in first. Enjoy that stuff first before it gets too stressful for you to have fun. Engagement pictures are a necessity. I know a lot of people don't take them, but I really loved my engagement pictures. Maybe I will post one, maybe I won't, but it is on my page if you want to go see it. I loved my engagement pictures. I had the most fun taking it. I loved receiving them. I loved posting them. I still go back and look at them. I only posted maybe 2 or 3. So I think I have like 7 more that can be posted. So definitely get you some engagement pictures. And remember, don't book anybody cheap for your engagement pictures either. You won't have your wedding pictures on the day of your wedding yet. You get them after the wedding. So typically your engagement pictures go on your save the dates, they may go on your invitations, as well as they hang up around the wedding. So make sure whatever you get for your engagement pictures that you love, because this will be the brand for your wedding. Your engagement picture sets the tone for what your wedding will look like. It will be your brand. It will be everything. So definitely love your engagement pictures. Take them very seriously. Get somebody amazing. I know that you should be getting somebody amazing for your wedding day. Use that same person. A lot of people have great deals that if you book them for engagement pictures, they give you a deal on your wedding pictures, or vice versa. So definitely use that. Also, the good thing about getting engagement pictures done after booking your venue is that a lot of venues have in their contracts. Then once you book them, you're able to use the grounds the day before the wedding, on the wedding day, and then you're also able to use them for your engagement pictures. So you may have the opportunity to go back to the grounds of the venue and take pictures for your engagement pictures, and that's going to be super, super cute, because at that point, everybody will know, like, they would get the vibe of your wedding. You guys can kind of dress like how the guests would dress, or you can even do white. Of course, you're the bride, so you should be wearing white as well. So that'll be really cute. We did not take our engagement pictures on the wedding grounds. I want to say we took our engagement pictures before booking our venue. So this is why I'm telling you guys in reverse, because I would have loved to take them on my grounds, but we did not get a chance to do that. Nonetheless, we still loved our engagement pictures, however, so no biggie. The next thing that you're going to do is dress shopping. Dress shopping is important, ladies. Say it with me. Dress shopping is important. The reason why dress shopping is important, ladies, is because dresses can take 6 to 10 months to arrive. And if you're having a wedding within the same year, or 12 months apart, or even 15 months apart, you have a weight on you. You do. You do. I went dress shopping in October, and I just got my wedding dress yesterday. I have 4 months before my wedding, 4 to 5 months roughly. I'm not even counting August anymore, because that's the month of the wedding. What am I doing the month of the wedding that I shouldn't have done months before? So yes, please go wedding dress shopping. I think that the day that luckily I got lucky. We went wedding dress shopping in October. We went to go see 5 shops, and I did end up picking a dress. Crazy thing about it is, it was the dress that we picked out the first shop. So I was able to like compare that dress. I went to every shop comparing that dress, because I just love that dress. The people who came with me just love that dress. We were just in love with that dress. So definitely go wedding dress shopping, so you can get some ideas on what you like. What you may have thought you're going to get is nothing what you're going to get. I'm going to tell you that what I thought I was going to get for a wedding dress is nothing like what I got. It's still body shaped, but I thought I was going to have a whole lot of more going on with my dress than what actually is going on. And I cannot wait till you guys see that dress. Oh, I can't wait. But definitely go wedding dress shopping. It takes a minute for those dresses to come in. It takes a minute. It's nothing like the guys' suits. Guys' suits come in 2 weeks. My fiance and them, they ordered their suits at the top of February. They're in this week. Again, I ordered my dress in October. It just got here yesterday. So definitely, please start with wedding dress shopping. And it's hard. It's similar to that venue. If you are thinking that it's going to take you, especially if you're an indecisive person, if it's going to take you a minute, it's going to take you the same amount as it could take to finally pick a venue as it would a dress. So that's why these things need to be happening very early in the process, okay? Because they can take a minute, as well as if you like a dress, right? And you want to make sure, this is my opinion, right? You want to go to a place that's, and this is just depending on who you are. Again, it depends. I wanted to pick a shop I picked a shop that was black owned, and I wanted to do a dress that I had not seen on people. I seen my dress on one person, and that's it. I've never seen this dress on any lady. I hope that nobody who is having a wedding this upcoming year before me has my dress on, but I wouldn't care anyway. But anyway, definitely go to a shop that's a little bit authentic, a shop that creates or provides new pieces. My shop is always up. The shop that I got my dress from is always updating pieces, so I don't really feel like I'm going to see anybody in my dress, luckily for me. So definitely try a shop like that if you're the type of person who knows a lot of individuals who are getting married before you, because you kind of don't want to have the same dress on as your friend or your homegirl. You don't really want that. And you really don't want to share with anybody your dress. So it's like a secretive thing that could go wrong. So just start early. I know I went on a tangent about it. I know I got off subject and started talking about people having your dress or the shops. Just start dress shopping early, because you just need to. There's nothing else I can say. That the wait is long for it. It can take long to find it, as well as if you're really looking for an authentic piece, it can take even longer to find it. So definitely just start dress shopping as soon as you can. I suggest after engagement pictures, once you get all the fun out the way. Dress shopping is fun, but it gets tedious because you have a decision to make. You also want to make sure you're taking your time dress shopping. This is why you should start it so early, just to make sure you don't end up having dress regret. After that, my last one, number 6. Is that 6? Yeah. My last one, number 6, is catering. Catering should be done super, super early, because guess what? I didn't realize. I thought that a caterer, has a bunch of people. They could send them out. No, caterers typically have like a catering team divided in 2. And depending on how many individuals are at your wedding, you might need their entire catering team. So, for example, especially if the catering team has to attend, and typically they're going to stay there and pass up the food, of course. So, for example, if you wait too long to get catering, there's a good chance that somebody might have booked catering on your exact date and you don't have catering for your venue for your wedding. And it doesn't mean that they're having a wedding. They could be having a corporate meeting. It's a Saturday. Anybody can book a caterer on a Saturday. Everybody is always doing events. So you definitely want to get on the catering pretty easily, pretty quickly as well, just because somebody could book your caterer. And if you like them, you like them. It depends on how you guys want to do tastings. You can watch my previous vlog. We did tastings a little bit different. We did book our caterer before we did tasting. I'm not going to say I suggest that always. My caterer just had really good reviews and she was really well priced. However, if you are afraid of that, definitely do tasting before catering. A lot of venues offer catering, so definitely take advantage of that if your venue does. It probably will save you a lot of time and money in the long run. But again, maybe it won't. Maybe fishing somebody out and finding somebody may be a little bit cheaper. So definitely look at both options. But I do still feel like a venue that offers catering is a one-stop shop, and that makes it easier for the bride always. You're not really worried about that vendor showing up because that vendor stays at the venue. So definitely look at options like that as well. Nonetheless, I think that's it. That's the last of our steps. I think I went over all the nitty gritty for the first 6 steps that are done. I am going to do a second episode of this where I'm going to go over the next 6 steps. I want to put them in segment. I think it's about maybe 24 steps that need to be done to complete a wedding. I don't know. I just made up that number. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful time wedding planning. I'm going to come out with 6 videos that you should do after booking your catering, because there's some other things that you should get on. And yes, if you guys have any questions or concerns regarding some things that you want to know about weddings, please don't hesitate to message me under a comment below or message me on Instagram. I'm always enjoying talking about wedding stuff. I love wedding content. I love all things wedding. So please, I love to talk about it. We can talk about it all day. So of course, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. I'm not sure if it's going to be a vlog or a sit down video. You never know with me.